Hello YouTube, it has been a while. Thought I would show a video on my work with the root cellar, the one that I've talked about for what, like a year and a half, 2 years now. Anyways, so as you can see here, we have most of it covered. All right. So there's one leak still, and it's right about here. Small crack in the concrete. It rains, a little bit of water drops in one spot, and other than that, I do believe all I need to do is buy one more piece of roofing, cut it down, add it into these spots, and that roof will be sealed. And I am pretty freaking happy about that. So let's take a tour inside, shall we? This was the electrical system that was previously in the cellar. I'll show you what the previous people who added this in had done. Not really happy with these people, but the problem is fixed. None of this worked anymore. So the light switch, the outlets, there was a set of lights in there. It is about to rain. I'm feeling some stuff coming down. So this is the entryway. I was able to clean this off. It looks a lot better now that I shoveled out all the overgrown grass and dirt from almost 100 years of being here. This was 1926. So I'm gonna seal that in better. Once I put the doorway on, going to reframe this, rebuild the concrete there. There will be a door on the inside and an outside door. And yeah, that should be, it's supposed to have 2 doorways. So, getting in here, bird nest. Now, there were some bats that were using this place. This is the last spot where I have water coming in. Other than that, everything is sealed up really well. And as you can see over here, there's still spots where the original framing was, and I'm trying to find boards that match the exact size to keep it stable and durable. And yeah, this is there's been some settling, and it'll definitely be an interesting project, but overall I think that the new framing will help keep everything stable and secure. So right now I've got these pallets, fuel, oil storage right now. Just keeping that close to the door because I want the majority of this space here to be primarily food. The back wall here, I want that to be, I want to just do like a one giant big wine rack back there because it'd be cool. Over here, a bunch of shelving for canned goods, food, freeze dried. Here, same thing. Under here, I'd like to move these out and put some pallets, maybe some types of baskets or something in order to place pumpkins, potatoes, carrots, all kinds of the root cellar type items that you would expect to find in here. A lot of this stuff is going to be moved, you know, tarps and gardening items. I would like to move the gardening items out into a separate shed somewhere. Really don't like keeping them in here, taking up space. And I'm thinking on this wall, I could also do some type of shelving for storage. But there's just all this kid stuff, yard stuff. A lot of this they're already outgrowing. I'm hoping we can just somehow get rid of it at some point. I'm hoping. So overall, things are drying out really well, even with the door still being open. You can see where the previous, I don't know who would have done this. I doubt it was the previous owners. It might have been whoever owned the farm before this was converted. Um, they had done some work sealing things up with spray and foam insulation. That stuff's been around for a while, so it doesn't really give me an idea as to when this was done. And still trying to figure out like why exactly they did some of the stuff that they did. And this doesn't go through to the house or anything. So interesting. I have to believe that some of this here that we're seeing is either patchwork that was done at some point, or possible water damage from the roof not being covered. But overall, it seems to be fairly secure. I mean, these steel beams and everything. I guess there is some bending in that. That doesn't make me feel too good. Might have to replace that one. That's what I'm thinking. So, they sell these beams at like Home Depot and stuff, although they're fairly expensive now. Everything is really expensive now. Not liking it. You know, I think they used to be like 30 or 40 bucks, and if I recall last time I saw them, they were well over 100. So yeah, that is the root cellar. I just need to get some lumber, some concrete, get working on this. Some of these boards down here I salvaged, and some of them will be used for one of the doors, probably the outside door. I want the outside door to look cool, so I'm probably going to put it together, sand it, stain it, seal it up, make it all nice and shiny. And oh yeah, here's a curiosity. I found these while cleaning out the cellar. I have no idea what it is. It says CAD weld. I'm guessing maybe it has something to do with welding. I'm not sure. You open it up, you know, it almost looks like a roll of like quarters or something, but it's not. It's like some powdery metallic looking stuff on the inside. It's probably some toxic lead or something. So the one thing I did want to show was, can I find it now? Where the hell did it go? Oh, come on. Okay, so at some point, you see that little hole right there? That was where they ran a power line through to put lights and outlets in here. Although I'm still not really certain why they felt like they needed to have power in here. My initial thought was to keep that, and then I could put the freezer chest in here and probably save a little bit of money on power cost. But yeah, that's not gonna happen. For one, I took I took that out, and two, having another hole in the roof and the ceiling was just asking for more water damage, more issues. So got rid of that. I filled that in. Obviously it is covered up now, so no water is coming in through that hole anymore. It is really irritating that they did something like that, and it was obviously a modification that they had done later. I'm still not quite certain about some of the choices they made when it came to remodeling this place. Like, for one, why didn't they put a roof on the root cellar? Obviously, they were using the root cellar for some storage, but at the same time, they didn't bother to make sure that it was secure and wasn't receiving water damage. Don't know why that would be considered a bad idea, but hey, that's how they did it. Overall, I'm fairly happy with how things are turning out. I'm just wishing I had more time, money, resources to work with to get this project completed sooner. But, beggars can't be choosers, and I have a root cellar. It's, not everybody can say that, and I think once we start getting stuff in there, there'll be a lot more space inside the house, because right now we have a lot of food storage that is taking up space, and I know that this is a better environment for it to be stored in so it lasts longer. So I'm excited to get it all moved out and secure that for the future. And I don't want to lose that investment that I made in buying the food that we have and having it go bad or spoil or have excessive heat or something just absolutely ruin it when we don't need it to. So that's about it. If you have any suggestions, ideas, thoughts on the project, if you have something similar, cool, shoot me a message down below in the comment section. Share, like, and subscribe, because that's what people on YouTube say, or don't. I don't care. It's all up to you, man. So keep on typing.